YouTube, what is very good? You know the vibes, man. You know the vibes. This is what y'all been wanting. My player build. Best build in the game. You seen it. You seen me play with it. You seen me hit game winning shots. A lot of people use it in the park. I know I have a lot of people who play park, Pro-Am, 3v3 Pro-Am, really basically park. Y'all know the vibes. This is the build right here. Gotta go PG. I'm always a righty tighty baby. You already know what up. Nah, but this is it, man. So these are the pie charts. We're gonna go down. So this is the pie chart I use for my build. As you see, you got an 88 ball handle. This is the base stats right here. It can do really everything, to be honest. It really kind of could do everything. You could drive with it, you can shoot with it, it can dribble, everything like that. Its weakest point is the defense, but you can still play solid defense too. If you're a Pro-Am player, most of the time this build will be in the corner, but you can still get like defensive badges and everything depending on how you want to build it. But for my specific build, you only get one defensive badge, but I make it work. So on to the physical profile. You want to choose the one at the top. I chose it. Obviously, you see all the other ones, you not really that fast. I went the fastest speed, so you get 90 speed, 88 excel, 70 vertical, 50 strength. I went that. And then for the upgrades, this is what I did. Obviously, you max out pass accuracy, all the playmaking badges. You get 23 badges. So you see the bases, 88 ball handle, 88 pass accuracy. You got to put up everything so you get all of the badges. Obviously, everybody wants to be able to shoot. So you put up all the shooting badges. You get all the badges. You get 22 shooting badges so you can play again. Build is really OP. It really is. Especially if you put the right badges on. It's really OP. So I'm gonna go here first. So I'm gonna put this up first. For the close shot max, I think you get 5 driving badges, driving and finishing, which is pretty good. Standing dunk, and then driving dunk, and then standing dunk. I already showed you what I'm gonna do that next. So I got 4 badges right now. I'm gonna show you how to get 5. But for defense, just so you can play some sort of defense, put perimeter defense up, lateral quickness so you're not moving like a turtle, and then you want to do steal. Right? So then I have the 8 left over. You can put on either one of these. I just feel more confident in a standing dunk. So then you get that 5th badge. It's really OP though. But I even tried like finessing it before to see if I could get another defensive badge, but I couldn't. Just try again because I really wish you could, but you really can't get like another defensive badge. But I wish I could have more defensive badges, but I can't. So I just went here. So right now, 90 speed, 88 excel, 70 vertical, 50 strength. My 3 is an 84, like the important stats, free throw 90, whatever. Pass accuracy, ball handle, and then I got the defensive badges. Like these aren't bad defensive stats. It's just like you don't get all the other stuff, you don't get more badges. But these are the most 3 important categories in defense. These 3. You want to make sure on every build like you have at least these 3. Categories like maxed out as high as they can be, so you can't play some type of defense and you're not just getting like abused. Close shot 85, driving layup, you can still drive, you still get dunks, you still get some animations, but you won't get like all the glitchy ones, but you can still get dunks and everything, so you're not just laying the ball up onto the paint weak. So this is what it is: 5 driving finishing badges, 22 shooting, 23 playmaking, and then 1 defensive. So now we're gonna move on. I chose, what did I choose? I chose Define. I chose Build. Yeah, big body, man. Y'all know the vibes. Big body, everything. But this is really big body. But I ain't want to do this. I ain't want to do the burly. I think I went Build though. I think I really did. Just looking through burly Build, yeah, because you still stocky. You know what I'm saying? You stocky. Like ain't nobody about to mess with you tight. Cause they see, you know what I'm saying? They see you be in that gym lifting. So they really not about to come try Burley. You really not trying this guy. Cause he tight fat, but he really strong. Like he lifting 400. And you know what I'm saying? This guy right here, he different though. You know what I'm saying? You really not about to mess with this guy. So I went built, and I went 6'4". So obviously the lower you get, the smaller you get, the faster. Yeah, that's glitchy. I might have to make this guy one time. But 95 ball handle, like he getting glitchy. But I went 6'4". So the reason a lot of people went 6'3". The reason I went 6'4" is because in the league we're 6'4". So I'm just like thinking further of, you know, what build I'm gonna be playing on in the league. So I just wanted to be the exact size I would be in the league. So I went 6'4". 6'3" isn't bad. Nothing drops. You get the 90 speed. Nothing drops at all. 6'4", you know, you see my ball handle drop 2. But I get that back with what I do in the next step. Driving doesn't go up 1, so I got a 70 now. But nothing really, you know, nothing really changes. So I went 6'4". But you can be 6'3". You see the stat. You see the stats change. You go from 90 speed to 88, 87 excel instead of 88, 51 strength, vertical go down 1. So this is what I did, 6'4". Then I went 188. Reason I went 188, I'm sure you guys see how the strength drops, but I get excel back, my excel go up, and my vertical goes up, and my speed doesn't drop ever. So I went 188. Wingspan, I went all the way down. I get an 88 3-point shot, 89 ball handle. Another thing with going all the way down, right? So 86 is like the threshold of when you are able to like momentum and do all of that. So when you're cold, like say you're having a bad game, right? You're getting some turnovers, lockdowns are harassing you, you can't do anything, you can't move. So you got the cold ring. Your stats drop. So you don't want to be here because you're at an 86 exactly. So if you get a cold ring or your takeover bar isn't high, like you can't dribble. You're now moving like a slug. You can't get open. It's so hard to create. So I know people always be like, oh, I'm not doing T-Rex arms. I want to be able to get in the passing lane, blah, 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 blah. Like, the passing lanes on this game aren't that good already unless you have, like, interceptor go, long arms, lockdown type players, or centers. So I'm in the corner anyway on defense. So I went all the way down. Like, you get an 89, so if I get cold or whatever, I can still speed dribble, I can still momentum, I can still get open, I can get off that cold ring and get going, and my 3-point shot go up. Now, another glitchy thing is this. So right now, with this player, let me click it. All right, so with this player, right now, right, my stats are 88 3-point, 87 mid, 89 ball handle, 88 pass accuracy, etc. Y'all see it. Every time I rank up, so when you hit 95, you rank up, right? You go to 96. All my stats go up 1. So I have a 90 ball handle, 89 pass accuracy, 89 3, and it keeps going that until 99. So just think of what my stats will actually be. I will have over a 93 pointer. I would have 90 something ball handle. Like all my stats go up +1, so it gets real glitchy. Not to mention all the badges I'm gonna have, like, and everything on top of that boost. Like, just imagine how glitchy this player actually is. 99 in the park, in the pro am, in twos. Like, it's unstoppable. It's so hard for pro am guard or locks to guard it. Just imagine ISO in a park. Like, just imagine, bro. Souped. So this is where I messed up at before, right? You want to choose shot creating takeover. Right now, playmaking and spot up shooter are the worst takeovers in the game. Like, as if you play the game, you know playmaking takeover is useless. You don't get angle breakers. Like, it does literally nothing. Like, these playmaking and sharpshooting takeovers were the 2 best takeovers in past 2Ks. Like, all the way from 17 until now, like up until this year. Playmaking, you would get super ankle breakers, and the sharp takeover, like, you couldn't be stopped. You hitting full whites, you hitting half bars, you hitting shirt jabs, like, you hitting everything. Like, so right now, as of now, shot creator takeover is probably the best takeover, and slashers is next to me, like, in my opinion. Shot creator by far, though, definitely the best takeover in the game, because you still get blowouts. You get blowouts without any takeover. You can get blowouts without that, right? So with the shot creator takeover, if you do your badges right, everybody know they had to patch drifters, but drifters still work. So if you got that shot creator takeover with difficult shot badge, everything else like tireless shooter, like everything else, you're not gonna be stopped, especially in park, especially in twos and anything park related. So I messed up the first time I made my player with a sharp takeover, useless. Like I was missing full whites. Then I made the playmaking. So I'm in the midst of making another player with the shot creator takeover, because shot creator is just you gotta have the badge. You gotta have shot creator takeover. So my honest opinion for anybody making this build, when you choose this build, make sure you choose shot creator takeover. It is literally the best takeover in the game, and you're gonna need that when using this player. Like, trust me, choose this. So I'm gonna go with the shot creator takeover. And now I'm gonna show you guys. This is how, so when this screen come up, these are the similarities you should have. Similar to Steve Nash, Steph Curry, who everybody knows is a glitch, one of the best players in the game, and Damian Lillard. This is what you want to do. This is what you want to choose. This is what it should look like. That guy right there is a demon. You've seen him. You don't want to see him in your park. You definitely don't want to see him in your pro-am arena. You just don't want to see that guy right there. That guy right there is a demon. So let's look at these stats. So usually when I'm making a player, like last year or any other year, I never would hit 99. I would always hit like 95. So I would I was testing him around 95, or I would like to look at it before. But knowing how easy in this game it is to rank up and just to hit 99, you want to test that build at a 99. So this is what it looks like. How do I choose the badges? Oh yeah, this is the next step. So the badges. Now we're on the badges. Let's see. So for defense, I feel like you want to have interceptor, intimidator, or clamps. It just depends like where you're playing at on defense. So if you're playing park, right, you don't want to be somebody they attack, or anymore. You don't want to be somebody they attack. So I would suggest putting on clamps. That's what I would suggest putting on. I would put on clamps. So driving and finishing, it's all really up to you. I don't know how everybody plays, but I would have, what did I have before? This badge right here is glitchy, fancy footwork, and then acrobat. These two badges are pretty good. So these would probably be the two I would use. These badges right here are super glitchy. So let's see. So these badges, right? Shooting and playmaking would be the hardest badges to put on, because like I'm switching them myself. Like I always switch them because I just don't know what badges work the best yet. I really don't. But for sure, this is the most important badge in the game. Quick draw. You want to have quick draw on. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what mode you're playing. You want to have quick draw, because if you're open, you don't want the defender to be able to recover because you have a long baited jump shot. You do not want that. You want to be able to get open, boom, boom, hit him with a bing, bing, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, and then get open, and then you want to be able to knock that down. You don't want to get open and take 10 years shooting Shaquille O'Neal jump shot, waiting for him to recover, like, and then he's getting a 63 coverage on your jump shot. So you want to have quick draw. Range extender, y'all know what that is. One of the most OP badges in 2K history, limitless range. You want to be able to shoot from deep. You don't want to have to hug the line, you know, for the defender to where he could go under all the screens. You want him to have to play over that screen so you could then beat him off the dribble, get to that mid-range area, get to the rack, do whatever you need to do then. So I have those on Hall of Fame. Difficult shots, I put Hall of Fame. Like I was talking about that shot creator badge, you want to have that on as well. So like you don't have to stop and shoot. You want to be able to shoot off the dribble. You want to be able to get open. Same thing with like all these badges help you in just getting open and creating your shot. I don't know how. So if you're gonna be the main ball or an off-ball player, like a second ball handler, or you're gonna be spotting up, I would say put catch and shoot on. You don't have to have it. You want it on Elite Silver. You don't have to have it bronze. Like if you're gonna have it bronze, you might as well not have it at all. I would say put it on Elite Silver so you can actually catch and shoot in green. Let's just say I had that on right. I like Green Machine, right? I like Green Machine. I hear a lot of people talk about Hot Zone Hunter, A lot of people talk about Hot Zone Hunter, but I like Green Machine. I would say have that on gold, and then Deadeye you want to have as well. Now, let's just say I have Deadeye. I would have Deadeye Hall of Fame. That's the same thing, you know, like if you have Quick Draw and Deadeye, like it's so hard for people to guard you. Because even if they close out, they're not going to get a good contest. You know, they might get 3%, 11%. Those are all greenable. Like when those very greenable, like I green 11, 3, all that all the time. So you want to have these shots on or these badges on. So, but let's just say, right? Let's just say I did this, right? I can have it this way, but let's also say I'm not playing off ball. I would then have it like this, something like this. You know, because between Green Machine and Hot Zone Hunter, I don't know which badge is really better. So I would have my player like this. This is like a very good shooting setup right here. This right here is like one of the best shooting setups, I think, in my opinion. And then if Quick Draw is too fast for you, or you don't like Quick Draw Hall of Fame, you can always take that down and then put it on something else. Like, it's just all up to you. And the one thing, like, everybody knows about the badges is they're changeable. So you don't have to keep it like this. I don't keep it like this all the time. I'm always trying different stuff to see what the best combination is. But this is what I have right now. And this is what I feel is one of the best combinations. So, on to Playmaking. This used to be my favorite badge, man. Anybody who watched me play it from 17 to 19 all the way up to 20, you know, this badge has always been one of the best badges, but it is completely useless now. So it's like no point even having that on. Even with the Playmaker badge, yeah. So when you got Playmaking Takeover and you have Angle Breaker or whatever, you can still get Angle Breakers, but the badge, like, you just can't get it like when you want. Like, you really, no matter how good of a combination, you can hit the guy with the behind the back sham guy to another sham guy to a step back to a hezzy to a momentum to a spin. Like, it just doesn't matter, man. You just don't get Angle Breakers. Like, the badge just really doesn't work. Like, a lot of the Playmaking badges don't work, and I really don't understand why. But anyway, so for your teammates, all your teammates want you to have on Floor General, Dimer. So depending on who you're playing with, if they need it, if they really just don't have the shooting build or they need a little boost, I would say put on Floor General and Dimer to help them. So Floor General boost their stats +1. So like right now, this would be boosting their stats +3, plus Dimer puts it up as well. So you want to have those. Handles for days you want on, so you can dribble. That is reduces the amount of energy lost from performing dribble moves, so you can dribble for longer. Quick first step is probably the most important badge in Playmaking. This is just beating your defender off the dribble. Like you want to have this badge on for sure. For sure, you want that badge on. Tight handles is it's like Ankle Breaker. It really is. It's really just like Ankle Breaker. I use this instead. I feel like this badge actually works more than Ankle Breaker. I didn't have Ankle Breaker on, so I put on tight handles. I put it on Hall of Fame. So like a lot of people, if you watch any of the top point guards or anybody in the top part PGs or top pro PGs or whoever, they always have on tight handles and they have it on Hall of Fame. So if you're watching, I just named a few dribblers: BP, Steezo, G-Sites, like anybody who you're watching, I guarantee you, who's a dribbler, I guarantee you they have this badge on, and I'm guarantee it's on Hall of Fame. They do like the Kobe escape, and then burst out of it every time, and you usually get like a little, it stuns your defender a little bit, and you would get like an open shot, Kobe, and then they burst one way. So this badge is very useful, and you want to have this on. Unpluggable. This badge right here, I have mixed emotions with, to be honest. I really feel, so I know they recently released a patch with where it was supposed to boost the badge and make it work. I will say, I used to have it on Hall of Fame, but I switched it to Gold because I will say it didn't work at all, but now it does work a little bit, but I still get ripped sometimes. The badge isn't supposed to make you literally unpluggable. It's supposed to reduce the chances of getting stripped by the defender, but I still get ripped by like Sinners or Pure Sharps or, you know, something like that. But a bit I'm really never supposed to get ripped by, but I understand I am supposed to get ripped sometimes. It's just like reduces the chances of it. So I do have the badge on. I have it on Gold, and I do get triggered sometimes, but I feel it being on Gold is probably the best way to go. I don't have it on Hall of Fame. moving on. So I have 3 upgrades right now. So stop and go, I feel I had it on, but then I heard other people didn't have it on. It may just be a mental thing, but I feel like having stop and go on also helps with like bursting and getting to spots and everything like that. I heard some rumors like about being on, so you know how the game like sometimes drag you and pulls you into a jump shot, like whether if you're drifting or you're trying to stop and actually shoot the shot. I heard it helps with that. I don't know for sure, but I feel like this badge is actually good for some reason. I don't have a real explanation, but I feel like it's good. Like, I don't know, it just helps me. If you don't want stop and go, you can put it on another badge. I would say, I don't know, like if you play the top of the defense in Pro-Am, I would say you can have downhill on this, boost your speed with ball like in transition, so like nobody's literally ever gonna catch you. Space Creator is also pretty good. Improves a player's ability to create space from a defender. I feel this is a good badge too. I had mixed emotions between stop and go and then space creator. I was switching back and forth, but I feel like stop and go is the way to go. I feel like this is the way to set it up. Floor General Dimer, you don't have to have both of these on, but teammates be complaining and people really just can't hit, so they feel like, oh, my point guard needs Floor General Dimer. If my point guard had Floor General Dimer, I would have made that, blah, 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 blah. So you can put these on to have it on and, just to like boost your teammates' confidence and knocking down their shots and just with them playing offensively. But tight handles, quick first step, handles for days. I would even do something like this, to be honest, or something like this. Yeah, this looks pretty good because you want to be able to dribble. Like you want to be able to spam your dribble balls, spam momentum, spam them behind the back. You want to be able to do that. So I would even do it like this, to be honest, to have the handles for days, so where I can spam. Quick first step is mandatory, and tight handles are mandatory in playmaking. If you have playmaking, you want quick first step, and you want tight handles. If you're a dribbler, for sure. And like I said, Pro-Am. This is more of a Pro-Am badge lineup right here. This is more Pro-Am. Unpluggable, you want gold. As useless as the badge is. Floor General and Dimer, if you're a partner, like I said, and you're running the ball, you definitely want to be able to set your teammates up and you want them to knock down the shot. And everything else is just self-explanatory. So this is the badge lineup that I would go with the badges. So yeah, these are the badges. This is my build. This is the best offensive build I feel for sure at point guard. And this is what you want to do, man. This is the setup. This is the build. What I can do is roll up some clips and show you guys what I do. And y'all already know the vibes, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Check out these clips. You already know what it do, baby. You should know the vibes, man. You hear me? Big body everything.